All right, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. As promised, Louis Eisenberg and Haley are helping me do a demo of yesterday's attempt at showing you how to cooperate with other agents in Dotloop. So first thing I'm going to do is show you my screen where I'm in here in this loop, 957 Woodrow Avenue, Norfolk, Virginia, USA. I want to also go in here to the details and show you that I have put down in here 957 Woodrow Avenue Test B. This is important because you're going to see something here with Louis when he gets his screen up. All right, so at this point, I have my listing. Just wait for this to reset. To close this listing documents. All right, there's a home warranty folder. I'm going to close that. Contract documents. I'm going to close that. And I'm actually going to archive this folder so it doesn't cause confusion. I'll just go ahead and do that for all of these right here. Just archive all of those. So all you can see right now is I have the listing folder with the listing documents. You can also see who is in the team. At this point, we have the office, Norfolk office, so whichever office you're in. We have corporate in here. We have Giraffe, who is the seller, and we have Tim Bohard, me, as the listing agent, right? So now I'm ready for an offer to come in. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and stop my screen share. And I'm going to let Louis take over his screen share. As he gets pulled up here, I'll walk you through that process. All right, so Louis is going to click on Add Loop because he wants to make an offer on 957 Woodrow. He's going to start typing in the address. And here he sees 957 Woodrow Test B. You'll notice that this is different than my loop. My loop had 957 Woodrow Avenue, Norfolk, Virginia, but I actually went in so that I could show this demonstration that he's now connected to that Test B. He's going to click on Continue. He's going to use the drop down. And he's going to choose Sales Contract Residential Loop. He's going to hit Continue, and he's going to hit Done. It's going to create the loop. And he's going to click on View Loop. All right, here is his buyer counseling documents. Here is his offer documents. So he's going to go ahead and choose the folder, Standard Purchase Agreement. You can see listing agent number 1, and that was my information. Just go back up just a little bit right there. All right, there's my information because I'm listing agent 1. And then is there anything above the listing agent, Louis?
The address.
There's the property address. And now this is where Louis can come in here and select his buyer. Haley's going to play the role of the buyer. So he's going to click on Select Person next to Buyer 1.
Which we have not added yet, but we need to.
Yep, he's going to click on Add Person. You can click right there, Louis. Click on Add Person under my name.
Okay.
And add her email in there. You'll notice as he finishes, the role has already been selected as buyer. So he's going to scroll down, click Add Person. And then he can go to Buying Agent number 1 and choose himself, Select Person. All right, then he can scroll down and you can see the property address is in there. You can see listing agent number 1, my contact information or address is in there. Keep scrolling down, Louis. It's got my RAIN ID. He could put financials in at this point. We're going to skip over that. That's more just data entry. All right, coming on down, keeps on going. Getting all the way down to the bottom. And he's going to click auto fill. And you can see in here, it has auto filled his buyer's information. Now I see there's a couple of issues. We'll get those cleaned up. However, everything on this is auto filled. Lewis, go ahead and there for the sales price, go ahead and type a price in there.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's
So,
that's go. We're just using multiple accounts. So go ahead down.
oh, I see why. That's why I filled it in that way. Okay.
Yep. Yep. Just
And
go ahead and
we
scroll
want
down.
Purchase price. What do we want to?
Make it $1 million. All right. Go ahead and click on save and share. All right, Haley Buyer, 17 fields, she can sign. Go ahead and click on share. Now, please note before you share, do not click on Tim Vohar, do not click on the other agent. You're just sending it to your client at this point. Go ahead, click share. All right, click on done. Haley, if you can go ahead in there and sign all that stuff that he just sent you, that'd be great. Lewis, go back to the loop, come out of the document, go to the loop, please. And then just scroll down so we can take a look at where her contract is. There we go. And you can notice there it's waiting on others. Haley, when you're done signing, give us a heads up, please.
Will do.
So just going to take a couple of seconds here for Haley to sign that. Do 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 do. Little Jeopardy for us as she signs that document real quick. It's going to take her longer to log in than actually sign that document. Making out okay, Haley?
Yes, it's all signed.
Okay, Lewis, hit refresh on your screen there. All right, go ahead, scroll down there. All right, go ahead, hit refresh on that, Lewis. That should show that Haley has signed it.
Yep.
All right, and you'll notice on the right-hand side to the right of standard purchase agreement, Rain PA, you can see it now says signed. So it was waiting for others. Now it says signed. Now Lewis is going to put a check mark next to standard purchase agreement. Go back up just a tad bit, Lewis, and hit share. Now this time he's going to click on the Tim Vohar button because I'm the listing agent. He wants to send that offer to me. So he's going to click right there. And on the right-hand side, you can see it says edit in private. So Tim Vohar, listing field, listing agent, one field assigned, can edit in private. Very important that you do edit in private. If you don't do edit in private, I will have no way to counter offer or get my clients to sign off on this document. So he could also type in a custom message if he wants to type in something. Otherwise, click on the share button. All right, hit done, Lewis. Now scroll down to that document just a little bit. Now it says waiting on others. It says Haley signed, still waiting on Tim to sign. So it'll be just saying that at this point because he's now interacting with me. So Lewis, if you want to go ahead and disconnect your share, I'm going to bring mine up. And I'm going to share my screen. And as I bring my screen up, you'll now see that I have listing documents and now I have offer documents. I didn't type this in. I didn't put it there. It also over here says on the right, waiting for you. So now what I'm going to do, because I know this came from Lewis, I'm just going to come down here, rename it, and I'm going to type, because it's Lewis, let me just do Lewis. You can name it the client's name. You can name it the agent's name, whatever works for you. Lewis Eisenberg offer docs. So however you want to name that, you rename that, because if you get multiple offers, you're going to want to be able to differentiate between the different offers. I'm going to now go ahead and click on this purchase agreement. And you'll see up here in the upper left-hand corner, standard purchase agreement, edit in private. I can see in here that Lewis put in Haley Buyer. I'll scroll down and I can see Haley Buyer has initialed as of 8/11/23. They also offered $1 million. We wanted $1,000,005. So I'll go in. It says, are you sure you want to edit the form? Yes, I want to edit the form. I'm going to get a clean copy of this. What this means is after the seller signs, it'll go back to Lewis. He sends it to Haley Buyer. Haley Buyer agrees. She signs off. She disagrees. Lewis will create a new version and we'll go through back and forth. Yes, I'm sure. So I'll complete this to 1.5. And I'll come down and you'll see that that Haley Buyer has now been replaced with just an HB as a placeholder. All right. So I am good to go with that counter offer at this point. Now, what I want to do is I want to auto put in my client in here because we didn't put that in. And I'll go in there and I'll put in Giraffe. Giraffe. And that will be the seller of the property. Oops, I put it in the wrong. Is it going? Yeah, it's in. All right. So that'll go in and that'll go through and load everything in there. Now I'll come over here. I'll assign this to Giraffe because Giraffe is the seller. So it's already assigned. Now in this case, I only have one seller. It's going to try and get Giraffe to sign both of them. It's okay if you do it, or you can come in here and you can simply say no one, and that will remove Giraffe from having to sign each and every one of those. So it's up to you how you want to do it. If they sign them both, it's no big deal, or you can just do no one and it'll replace it with seller. Now, most of the time, you're going to have two people for the most part. So you don't have to do this, but you can, whichever works for you. And then I can send this off to my client, save and share. And lost the screen there. There we go. Giraffe has 17 fields and can sign. I'll click on share. Click done. I'm going to go ahead and stop my share as I switch over to my other person. And let's get Giraffe up real quick. Share this screen so you can take a look at this. Now this is going to be the perspective of Giraffe, the seller. So you just get a quick little peek at what's going on here. Right, so I'm in a different browser so I can keep functioning. You're going to click on View Document right here. This is going to connect to their Dotloop folder, file, profile, however you want to label it, call it. And take a second to open up. And here we go, Haley, Giraffe. Up here, upper right-hand corner, start signing. Click. Accept and confirm, adopt and sign. Place the signature. As I click, it will auto page up. And you can see here, those ones I didn't change. Now they have two of them. Right there. It's getting a little jumpy, sorry. There we go. And if they just let it autofill, it'll go without having to initial that other side. And they initial all these documents. Drop their signature, seller signature. Now it'll start saying finish signing up here in the upper right-hand corner. Click on finish signing. All right, now important. All right, we're all done here. I'm going to stop presenting this. And I'm going to go back to my Tim Vohar, the agent loop. And it should be. And here is my loop. And you'll see that the standard purchase agreement has been signed. I'll open it up for you. Scroll down. Now you'll see that Giraffe signatures are there. Haley's buyers are not. We've made the change for 1.5. I'm going to click on share. I'm going to send it back to Louis Eisenberg. Can edit in private. Click share. Oops. Going right now. Click on done. I'm going to stop my share. Louis, go ahead and share your screen again. Here comes Louis's screen. And if he clicks on refresh right there, Louis, and show us that form again. And you'll see now it says updated. Okay. So when he clicks on that form, scroll down, he's going to see Giraffe is in there. Go on down to the signature, and there's Giraffe's signature. And you can go back and forth with this as many times as you need to get the contract where you want it to be. So it is a little bit of a process. It's a little bit of a learning curve. However, it does create a nice clean contract, and everybody has a clean version of that document. And the best thing is there's only one loop for me as the listing agent, because Louis is connected with me properly, and he's put that contract offer right into my 957 Woodrow listing loop. So hopefully this video helps a lot better, is cleaner. Louis, did you have any questions or anything?
No, and if I counter back, let's say my client says, "Oh, hell no," and we counter back at 1,000,004.
Yep.
It will erase your signatures again when I have my client sign it and reshare.
It will. It's going to create a new copy. I don't like to necessarily say it's erasing. If you go to more,
that's right, because anytime you counter, you basically it is a new contract.
That's correct. And there's a version of this with the initials. This is still going to be here as a version. So if you click on the more button, Louis, on that little purple bar up there, and go to document history. See, we've already created 8 versions of this document between Louis and I with the different changes we've made. When I started it, sent it for signatures, sent it to Louis. So this is version 8 of this document. So all those versions are still there, still accessible. So feel free to reach out to training@rwtown.com after watching this if you have any questions. Hopefully this video will be much better presentation than the blitz session we did yesterday. I thank you all for your patience and have a great day.